Welcome to the first Father and Sons podcast in Oklahoma City. I am Jermaine Sr.
I'm JQ.
I'm Corey.
And we are Sharp on All Four Corners podcast.
What's happening, y'all? What's happening?
Yeah. We back with another one. Come on, JQ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look. Okay. Look. We sharp on our four corners, tap into that local station.
Yeah.
For the young men who think they have a chance to make a statement. And we know we the truth. We're gonna preach it until y'all say it. Show love to the youth and your people. It seem the world going crazy. Just fall in line and stay disciplined. And you gonna make it. Everybody get a chance, don't count us out, cause we the favorites, huh? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We the favorites. Yes. Peace and blessings to everybody that came out today to view the podcast. We just like to give a little shout out to our grandfather that passed on yesterday. He was 92 years old, and we know that was the Superman of the family, the pillar of the family. So we just like to give him some love on today. So now we have a subject or topic today that we're going to come with, and it is, can your haters be your friends, or can friends be your haters? Now, I just like to just go into it with my boys. Everybody know that it's Sharp on All Four Corners. We got one out today, but he had to handle some business, but we still sharp on all four corners. So what y'all think, gentlemen?
You want to go first?
Me? I'll say that. There's certain people that claim to be your friend and then they're haters. Like, there's certain things you'll ask about to see if it you take a picture or something like, does this look good? They're like, yeah, bro. And then they in the group chat clowning you.
Right. So what is a hater to you? Like everybody can define hater.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The world has, defined it. Men have a way, women have. But how do you specifically?
Right, because people, they can portray it. Everybody got their own opinion on what a hater is.
Yeah.
But I think a hater is like because there's a difference. Because we had talked earlier, and you had said there's constructive criticism
And
destructive criticism.
Right.
And it's more so, I call a hater is somebody who is like, I'm like, it's for no reason.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're not doing anything to them. You're not
Right.
bothering them, but they have something to say about
and they
you.
do it harshly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And when they see that you're offended about it because you took it, they're like, oh, I'm just playing.
Yeah.
I feel like haters always try to find a way to make it as a joke.
I'm playing.
Once you realize people can feel when people playing with you.
Yeah, for sure.
And then when you confront that situation, then they're, oh, I'm just joking. That's I'm like, no, you're a hater. So I think it's like, haters, you can feel it. Like, you can just feel it on them.
Well, see, for me, you have to understand, okay, define hater and then define envy, because they almost play hand in hand. You know what I mean? So, is a friend the one that is a hater, and a family member is the one that envy you?
I mean, it can go both ways.
You know what I mean? So, you say, the question was, can a hater be your friend, and can friends be a hater? And he said yes. So I figure if my friend is a hater, then that ain't my friend no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, 4 extra say off the back.
and sometimes a person will show their representative, and so you won't be able to see it in the beginning.
Right.
But as you continue to be around them more and say you are the type of person that everything you do, you try to do it at the max. You try to be the best at it, right?
Right.
Then you start finding out. Instead of them cheering you on your back, patting you on your back, telling you you good, you the man, you know what I'm saying, you this, you that, giving you your props, they'll knock you down.
Right. You ain't nothing.
Yeah.
You used to be like this.
Yeah.
You
Right.
used to do this.
Right. They start pointing out your flaws, your hang-ups, and your hookup, versus saying, that's my dog right there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Giving you your love. You know what I'm trying to say?
It'll be something so small. Like, I can relate to that. So
Yeah.
it'll be something so small. It'll be... the one for men I think I see the most is other men knocking other men's hustles.
Woo,
That'd be
that's
the
tough.
biggest one. It'll be like, oh, you work this type of job, it's trash, you ain't making no money.
Right.
But what are you doing for yourself?
But see, if they understood you could be making all the money and be mismanaging your money. You could be making less money, but managing your money and be outdoing them. And that's where you'll find out.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? If
Exactly.
you got a hater, you know what I'm saying? Because they'll try to use the fact you broke and they getting it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But at the same time, you moving like they move.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
What even would be more crazy is it'd be people either that way or it'd be people not doing anything at all and still be like, no, your life is trash. Like,
like,
that'd be basically what they're trying to tell you and then say it's a joke.
Well, you know, they watching you too much. I like to tell them, don't watch me, watch TV. You know what I'm saying? Because you watching me too tough. Jay-Z had a statement one time, I'm just paraphrasing, he said, if they got that much time to watch me, then they should have that much time on figuring out how to make some money.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
Good job.
That's what
You know,
exactly.
Get a
Do
job.
something.
Yeah.
There's,
I mean, but it's
there's
so
24 hours and people decide to be
watching you, paying attention to what you do, how
Exactly.
you move. You know what I'm saying? From top to bottom. They know how you fix your hair, they know how you tie your shoe, they know, like, come on.
I mean, when people start, like, when I've gotten in situations when people, like, don't like me for what I do in my life, I'm like, you do know there was, like, a Michael Jackson that was alive, and he had the same 24 hours as you,
Mm.
and you decided to cuss me out and hate me for being me.
Mm.
That's so,
Well,
you have so many better things to do.
It's, you know, so we have haters, and you know they could be a backstabber. They could, you know, be the type of people that tell all your business. You know what I'm saying? They could be the type of people that smile in your face. You know what I'm saying? And stab you in the back. Those are what I call people that are pretenders. You know what I mean? So you know how we put procrastinators, imitators, you know, all that. That's that's the category I put those people in, because at the end of the day, you can't call me bro, because if you're my friend, we like bros then,
Exactly.
right? Then you should be happy that your bro is doing good. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You should be happy that I'm trying to elevate. You should be happy that I'm doing better than, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because it could be worse.
Facts.
But
Right.
because you're not taking time to know what your purpose is, your vision, your goals are, and you see I'm moving in mine,
You just
now
bitter.
you want,
Just bitter.
yeah, you gonna
So,
shut me
You
down?
want to pick on me. You pick me to be the person.
And then
you
I
know.
hate it when they do it if it's a crowd of people, especially like
people
you
that
and your
love
boys,
you.
and then there's some girls.
Right.
Nah, that's dirty, man.
Then
Or they
wanna
try to
find-
do it in front of your girl, if you got one.
Right,
You be like, oh, your hair messed up.
right,
Your teeth, something. It's
Right,
something. And it's
right,
like, bro,
right.
why are you trying to dog me in front of
right,
everybody?
right.
You know what
You
you're
really-
doing. You know what you're doing.
Them is,
It's
and
not
some of
that
those are what I call attention seekers.
Yeah.
You know, they want the attention, but you want the negative attention. You know what I mean? But I'm one of them type of cats that
Nobody likes the raw.
I'm one of them type of cats that's behind the scenes, and then when people find out that I was doing this, I was doing that, you know what I'm saying? You can tell by the conversation they never wanted to see that. Like they seen it in you, but they never wanted to realize that it was reality. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Like for example, when I owned a salon in the city, right? And I was behind the scenes. My name wasn't on it. I wasn't there. I didn't tell everybody about it. You know what I'm saying? But a cat came in one time and he was trying to like on one of the stylists, right? And we were just sitting there chopping, and I'm just sitting in the chair like I own the place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he was talking and woofing and whatever he was doing. And then when she said, "Well, that's the owner over there," like his whole demeanor changed. His body language, his conversation, everything changed. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I felt his presence when he came in the door, because we had a situation years prior to that they tried to do that clowning stuff. But at the same time, when he turned his back, that same person that he was with was trying to get in my car. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like, see, it's just sad that you try to be hating on me, but the same person you trying to make me look bad in front of want to come along with me. You know what I'm saying?
And people do that to themselves. Like,
Yeah.
and here's the thing is, it may not even necessarily be in that scenario, but it'll be like their own homies. It'll be like,
Yeah, I had plenty
like,
of those.
like, ain't no way you hating on this man.
Man, I had plenty of those.
Like-
That supposed to call me bro, homie, you know what I'm saying? All that. And you know what I'm saying? When you turn back around, you know what I'm saying? Somebody come and telling you. You know what I'm saying? You know your dog talking bad about you.
Right.
Talk what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? I find out what he's saying. Then I cut his water off. Now he want to catch the fade.
Right, now you want to fight.
Yeah, what
We're
you
gonna
want
fight
to catch
for
the
God's
fade
sake,
because
man.
I cut your water off because you badmouth me, but you badmouth me to the people I turned you on to.
Right, and it ain't even. And then here's the thing: is when you cut them off, they act like it's beef. It ain't no beef.
Yeah,
that's why I leave you alone.
That's why I cut you
That's
off.
why I don't want to talk.
Like we cool,
I
bro.
don't even want
We
nothing to do
cool
with
from
it.
a distance. You
I
know
don't
what I
want
mean?
to fight nothing. I
Yeah, we
want you
cool. We
away
cool
from
from
me.
a distance. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Like I just know what type of cat you are. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
And people don't like when you can see that they not cut from that same type of
Man,
family.
I don't know. I don't know. I think that's part of why I walked away from a lot of stuff that I once was in, that I gave my 110% to, is because the people around me didn't follow the rules to the game, right?
Right.
A lot of people didn't live up to being a brother to you or being real or what they considered real. You know what I mean? So I ended up saying, hey, deuces, I don't want to be a part of this. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a loyal, faithful, committed type of guy. And that's in any and everything I do. And if I feel like that's not you, then you're gonna be dead weight to me. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna hold me back. You know what I mean? So I don't need that in my life, man. So I cut ties, like they say cut water off. But I cut ties with people. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's part of why I roll solo. It's because I don't live up to that word trust. Like I don't, not that I don't live up to it, it's that I don't use that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't trust no one, right?
Exactly.
So therefore, can't nobody get that close to me because people already shown me that once they got close to me, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That you know what I'm saying? So
And I agree. I've kind of had not even a situation, but where there's certain people that I've distanced myself from because you are, and people say that you are who you hang around thing, but I think like who you're around is who you will become eventually, and to a certain degree.
if they have the more influence
and the more influence on
Yeah.
you, you know what I mean? And I've never really been somebody to be easily influenced by other people.
Yeah.
So I kind of always do my own thing.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of like you, I'm always kind of just doing my own thing.
Right.
And I had a situation where it was more so where somebody, oh, you don't got this, you ain't got this.
Right. Right.
And when I got it, they're like,
Right.
man, that weak. That's
Right.
weak.
Right.
It's weak
That
now,
was
but
weak.
Right.
you was
Right.
hating me for not
Right.
having it. Now
Right.
I got it. You still hate.
Yeah.
And so it's like,
But
I got
you know-
to a point where it's like, I had seen Snoop Dogg said something where he was like, you got to keep being you. And
Yeah.
if you're rising above the people
Right.
you're around, either they got to elevate to where
That's
you're
right.
at,
They gotta come on.
or you got to keep going.
Yeah.
Because
they get left behind.
exactly, because you can't get back on nobody's level to make them feel better. Because you great, and if I'm great, I'm gonna be great regardless. So I can't just stop my greatness because
Right.
somebody else doesn't want to meet those requirements. I just got somebody else is gonna come along and be great with me if that's the case.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, you're gonna catch some friends along the way. You're gonna catch people on your level.
Mhm.
You know, people with your same moral standards and values. You know what I'm saying? But you have to know yourself first.
Exactly.
You know, because everything attracts one another, right? So if you're intelligent, you're gonna attract another intelligent person, right? If you're a smoker, another smoker gonna be able to attract another smoker. You know what I'm saying? And so the statement used to be when I was growing up was another millionaire gonna be able to attract another millionaire, right?
Mhm.
So if you hang around millionaires, you should be a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? But I've seen where cats don't. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes people that are millionaires or get money, they like to have yes men around them too, or yes women. You know what I'm saying? And you be wondering why you around him and you ain't getting no money because that's the yes man, that's the yes woman. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I never really could because I could never really look up to no other man as, you know what I'm saying, something that I give some kind of credit to as if he's God. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like I'm a man, you know what I'm saying? I love me. I'm powerful.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna do my own thing.
Mhm.
You know, so I
Very
understand you got those that are older than you that you call an OG or wise men or what have you. But I'm not gonna like bow down to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna get on my knees and look up to you and beg for your, you know what I'm saying? No, not me.
And
I ain't gonna be able to do it.
And even with those people, there's people that's been above me that I've held
Right.
a certain respect for, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But even them, like you talk to me a certain way, I'll cut ties with you too.
Period.
I don't care.
Point blank.
I don't care if you're trying to correct me if I did something wrong. If you don't address me with respect,
like I do you.
Exactly.
You know, cause like I said, y'all know, I've been through some channels. I've been through some channels in life, right?
Exactly.
Where I elevated around men that was already there.
Mhm.
But I paid my dues. But once I got here, it started being a conflict of interest because people start feeling like their position was at risk. Yeah, because cause see, T.I. got he got a statement that he said, and I know it sounds crazy, but he says he said I have a Doughboy swag. Now what he say? He got a statement that he said. I used to tell y'all what he said. He said I got a Doughboy's energy and some kind of swag or something. But however he says it, I have a lot of energy, and that energy is go get it, make it happen, be better. You know what I'm saying? That's how I move. And sometimes people don't like that about you
At all.
They don't want you to go get it. They don't want you to push for it. They don't want you to progress. They don't want you to elevate.
But it'd be so weird because it'd be the people that have been knowing you for years that'll be like,
Boy.
you ain't doing anything. And then there'll be a random person you see.
So
I've been
all
watching
love,
you. You're
man.
doing great.
You're doing good.
I've been
Yeah.
watching you for quite some time now. And you're a great young man. You're an outstanding. And
So
they'll be like,
it kind of goes along with the podcast, right?
right.
Don't get a whole bunch of love. Don't get a whole bunch of support. But then you got those ones that catch you and be like, I've been seeing y'all. That's good. I'm proud of you and your boys. You know what I'm trying to say?
Mhm.
But then the ones you can see they've been viewing, they've been watching, but ain't nobody thumbs ups and ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody doing nothing to show that love because there go some haters. Because what? They didn't choose to do it first or you know what I'm saying? They don't have a relationship with their sons, whatever it may be that they having a problem with, they not showing no love.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
There's always something internal for why people don't support people.
And we
It's
got
always-
a problem with that in our community. And what I mean our community, I mean the what they call black community, African American community, whichever way they want to word it. That where we always have to have a successor, right? And that successor wants everybody to look up to them versus that successor teaching everybody how you got there so we can all be there.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Or-
And you know what I'm saying? Like now it's like I'm the man, look up to me. I'm the man, I'm the woman. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't, you broke, you this, you that, you a lame, you ain't bossing up, you ain't doing this. You know what I'm saying? I'm just so sad to see that because a lot of other cultures they teach even from kids on up how to make sure they're successful at a certain part of time in their life.
Exactly. And a lot of them are, I think it's pretty common for other, I don't know how to say this, but
Culture, I say
other-
culture, yeah, I just use
other cultures.
'Cause
I
race
find
is just we all
I've
human.
noticed from me being a young black male, like other cultures, their youth, they usually end up striving a lot better at a younger age.
Yeah,
than our youth
for sure,
does.
for sure.
And it's not nobody else's fault but ours.
Well, today is not nobody else's fault. Now, maybe some years ago,
Right.
even 100 years ago, it could have been, you know, we might can use that as an excuse.
Right.
You know what I'm trying to say? But now there is no excuse that we're not coming together. You know what I'm saying? This is my thing right here, and I'm not no knock to people that want to go out and give to the community, to the homeless, right?
Right.
But the city, that's their responsibility to me. Like the city you live in, that's their responsibility to go feed the homeless. Why I say that is because we neglect our own people to go feed somebody else, but your own sister, brother, cousin, somebody is hungry. Somebody need a place to stay in your own circle, which is your first community, right? Not only that, y'all get on y'all feet and ball out, but ain't teaching nobody, your sister, your cousin, nephew, everybody the same thing so we can all be eating. But to me, this is just my thing. My first community is y'all. Not outside of the community, so I can go put it on social media that I'm out there giving to the homeless to get a pat on my back. But at the same time, my family ain't eating. My family ain't got no new shoes on. You know what I'm trying to say?
Right.
And so I just feel like somewhere in there we missed it. And somewhere in there we fight amongst one another. We hate on one another. See, we fail to realize that when they put projects out there, that's exactly what they was a project. And they put mostly us in those projects and did what? Made us hungry, made us without no clothes, put us in there. If you put two rats in a thing together and don't feed them, what they going to do? They're going to fight each other. They're going to try to kill one another. Guess what we're doing in our so-called communities?
Destroying.
That's exactly what we're doing.
We're killing one another. Them is not communities. Community is not a community if it's not thriving. You know what I mean? That's just a simple neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? And we allow them to call it poverty when everything that they're giving away to every other country member that comes over here belongs to us, which is reparations. That belongs to us. But we don't know that because they use words like reparation and we don't understand what that means. You know what I mean? So we hate on one another. We mad at one another. We fight. Every time I go on, I see pictures and videos. I was just telling y'all earlier of us fighting one another, or somebody cheating on one another. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody lying on one another.
Dude, I seen it was like, I've been seeing a lot of like TikTok videos and stuff of like African American women like basically saying like they hate men, or I just went to go see one of my men and now I'm gonna go see my other one tomorrow.
And that's the promotion. They promote it.
Or there was one where a girl was literally showing slides teaching other women how to cheat on their men.
Woo! A sister?
Oh, a black woman. And then this would be so crazy to me is because like I love my people, but then I'll see stuff on social media and I'm like, why? Why do you say that stuff?
Right.
There's a lady that was like in her 40s or 50s, and she was telling people, if you're in a relationship with somebody and you want a monogamous relationship, don't be like cheat on them until you get married.
What?
That's basically what she said. And I'm like,
cheat on them until you get married?
Yeah, go on dates, go see other people, go date other people, all of that until they get on a knee and marry you. That's what she was telling young women as a 40, 50-year-old woman.
That's insane.
What do you think?
That's insane.
It's insane. And here's the thing is,
well,
I don't see black men getting on social media telling other black men to cheat on women. I don't
really see it either.
I don't see it a lot. I don't see it as often as I see it from women.
But I think because of the corruption of what men have done, you know what I mean? Because they've been misled, miseducated about relationships, especially monogamous relationships, even in marriages. We have not lived up to what the rules they gave us. Because technically, being in a monogamous relationship or being in a marriage, which is basically a business, because you got to pay to get married, you got to pay to get a divorce, you got to pay child support. So you don't live up to the business side of what they gave us of what a marriage is. No, we can't live up to that because it's not part of our culture. It's not part of our spirituality as black folks. That's why we can't live up to that. You know what I mean? Some people are against polygyny. You know what I'm saying? But if you go back from now to then, those type of relationships thrive. I'm not saying that everybody can be in one.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying those relationships, but now they made it a law where you can't do it. So if you do it, you can go to jail for it. Or you know what I'm saying? You can catch a case for doing it. Why? Because they do not want us to thrive.
Because it was thriving.
You see what I'm saying?
A monogamous relationship. I mean, and here's my thing. I only want one woman. But I do understand that if there is a household where there's multiple people bringing in multiple streams of income and taking care of a community together, they will thrive too well for the government to appreciate.
Yes, but even if you have a monogamous relationship, the thing I tell you guys, now anybody else can do what they want, but I tell you guys to have multiple streams of income so it can be like a polygyny relationship if you only want one. You know what I'm saying? If you only want a monogamous relationship, you only want one woman, then have multiple streams of income, right? You know what I'm trying to say? But if you want a polygamous relationship, then you still will have multiple streams of income, right? Either way, but just don't have one stream of income and something happens, right? Say something happened to you, break your leg or whatever, something happened, car wreck, and now you can't bring in your part. Or you can't do what they say you're supposed to provide and protect, right? Because you lost that job, right? Because of an accident, right? Now what happens? Most people do what? fall apart. They break up, they get into it, they get stressed behind money. But if you got these other streams of income, guess what? You won't miss a beat.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
And that's the thing is they want. I think in a lot of ways the men did fail the women
Mm-hmm.
because of the fact of the indoctrination that they've
Right. That's what
been
happened.
placed under. But
That's what happened because of
when
their
you're
doctrine.
when you're
That's
dating
right.
mixed culture, if you're mixing cultures and stuff like that, it also makes it even 10 times more difficult because
Yeah.
some of that stuff is those other cultures'
Yes,
religion.
it is their doctrine. Because if we go back and go back in our culture, our ancient history, or just history itself, some of the stuff that we are doing today was not a part of us. And the reason, and if you think about it, when we did not follow that, we had thriving communities. Thriving communities mean we had economics. That means we had doctors, lawyers, everything, black owned everything in our community, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But when they say, hey, when we're gonna take this out, we're gonna give you this doctrine. Now you need to follow it this way, or this is the law, or you're gonna go to jail, or we're gonna destroy it. Guess what happens? It destroys us.
to submit.
It's over.
Unless you leave the country. Unless you leave the country. If not, you gotta go along with the program.
With the economy, most people can't afford to get a passport or a visa to leave the country and not come back.
And not come back. Man. Carl, you didn't say much this time, man. You got something to say?
I mean, the topics y'all were just hitting them. Y'all was just back and forth with it, but I mean, I feel like what you guys were saying made sense, and it is crazy how the world is and how certain people like react because of social media. That was one thing that I wanted to talk about was
Right.
how like people believe in relationships and how relationships are
Yeah.
because of social media.
Yeah. So I remember it was the topic is do you believe relationships have changed drastically because of social media? You know, and we'll go into that one on the next episode, but yeah, do you believe relationships have changed drastically because of social media? We'll let you start that one out, and that'll be on the next episode.
All right, give me a little teaser.
Yeah. Well, we should thank everybody for coming out, you know what I'm saying, and supporting, watching, and viewing. Again, we'd like to give a shout out to our main man, our grandfather. His name was Gurney Franklin. Ace, he was the senior. He was our everything. So he was the pillar of the family. And we like to just say much love to everybody. Peace out. Yeah, you get to go on this one, Carl.